folks, Jessica Fancy here, your Member of Parliament for South Shore St. Margaret's, and I am here today at Veterans Memorial Park here in Bridgewater, and I'm having a conversation with Dan Hennessey, who is the president of Branch 24, which is our local legion here in Bridgewater. And I wanted to talk to Dan today because this year is our 100th anniversary of legions here in Canada. So I wanted to say thank you so much, Dan, for talking with me today. And I'm wondering if you could please explain maybe your role as Legion president or what the significance of legions are.
Thanks, Jessica. It's a pleasure to be able to represent the branches that are in your riding. And the Legions, 100 years ago, started as a place for our veterans that were coming home from World War I to meet, to gather, and to talk to each other about some of the experiences that they happened overseas. Because unless you experienced it, nobody would understand. So they came to this place called the Legion and they talked to each other and it formed comradeship. And the significance of that is even today we refer to each other as comrades within the Legion.
Nice. So thank you very much for that, Dan. So we're talking about kind of the origination of how they came to be. Can we look at, what does the Legion mean today? Because I know we talk a lot and we talk about a sense of community or the word community a lot. And I'm wondering if you could tell us a little bit about, what is some of the significance of the Legion now, 100 years later?
Yeah, it's changed and it stayed the same. So it's still a place that some people go to talk to each other about things that are happening in their life. But it's also a place that really helps the veterans and the veterans community. So there's so many different ways and so many different programs that are starting up today, like fly fishing and the build program, where they're actually just building models. And it's
Okay.
a place that veterans can go again to. It's a safe place, and that's what we really want the Legion to become today, because our veterans of today experience the same
Yeah.
things of veterans of past, and if we don't support those folks that have sacrificed so much for us, then we've lost contact with what the Legion's all about.
Wow, yeah. Thank you very much for that, Dan. And I'm also looking too in terms of, legions today and the 100-year significance. I know that one of the part of the celebration for this year is that we've made it zero cost to become a Legion member and helping to bring more people in and see what that sense of community and to help some of those veterans. I'm wondering too, myself in my role as a parliamentarian with the federal government, I'm wondering, what are some of the things that I can do to help support Legion members?
I think the most important, I mean, there's a number of things, but I think the most important thing is visibility. And you've accomplished that in South Shore St. Margaret's, because you're
Thank you.
you're very, very, very visible within the community. And I think that gives those folks that frequent the Legion and frequent that veterans community a feeling that you're approachable, you're there, you want to hear what their issues are. And for veterans, that's a huge issue,
Mm.
because they are still suffering. They are still suffering, and most of them are suffering in silence. But they need to know that when they reach out to somebody, there's somebody there that not just only cares, but will listen to their needs
Mm.
and will help push that through some of the systems within the government. So that's really important, and just doing things like you're doing today. It's the interest, it's the passion, and that's something that everybody needs to see.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I wasn't expecting that answer, but thank you very much, Dan.
Well, I'm sorry, I can tone
Yeah,
it down a bit if you like.
no, well, no, that's all good. I was thinking too, kind of, we work quite a bit together here and there, and sometimes in the system, all the cogs in the wheel, there can be service gaps. And I'm reminded about when we were working with Mr. Reinhardt
Yes.
with Fisherman's Memorial and trying to get him one of the veterans beds. So looking at, sometimes what are those system gaps and trying to fill that need and trying um, to help our veterans receive some of those benefits and services that they rightfully deserve. In terms, though, of our beautiful kind of changing pace a little bit in terms of our beautiful memorial park here. I know that it's had a little bit of work undergone, and I was wondering if you could talk to us a little bit about that, and then we'll get a couple of pictures or video of what it is you're going to tell us about.
Yeah, I mean, of all the monuments and memorials around Nova Scotia, I'm a little biased, but I really honestly believe we have one of the most outstanding, from the Vimy oak that stands down there, which was a direct
Mm-hmm.
descendant of the last oak tree that survived the Battle of Vimy Ridge, to all of the monuments behind us that show all of the people from Lunenburg County that served. And then sadly, the center monument shows those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. So we really wanted to try to do some things to continue to make folks remember what this is all about. It's
Yeah,
not just a
yeah.
place that, they come once a year on November 11th and honor. It's something that remembrance is a 365-day a year, and it never expires.
Mm-hmm.
Remembering never expires. So what we wanted to do, and I'll show it to you a little bit after, is the Veterans Way. So that's the main walkway that comes through the 250 Democracy 250 gates. And we have 21 boot prints painted on the concrete walkway, and it goes down to a sign at the bottom that says "For those who served and sacrificed." And the significance of the 21 boot prints is the 21 gun salute, which is historically a military thing that honors those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice. So the symbolism of that walkway is, as you walk in, you symbolically walk in the footsteps of those that this park is all about:
Oh wow.
serving, sacrificing, and remembering.
Yeah.
So you're walking in those footprints. And in 2 weeks, we're actually going to have a dedication ceremony to dedicate a monument that kind of explains what the walkway is all about.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can't wait to see that. So let's close out kind of this portion of our conversation here today. And I just want to say, thank you so much, Dan, for also being visible, also creating that sense of community, also calling me on a Friday afternoon saying, hey, can you be here in an hour? We've got a barbecue, and I come down. But yeah, no, thank you very much for everything that you do and how you serve the veterans in not just Bridgewater, but throughout all of South Shore St. Margaret's. So
Yeah,
let's go see the Veterans Way.
absolutely. Thank you.
So
So
these are the Democracy 250 gates you had mentioned earlier.
these were put in by our MLA at the time through the provincial government, and it was the 250th anniversary, so it's the Democracy 250
Oh wow.
gates.
Okay.
So this is the main walkway coming into Veterans Park, and during Remembrance Day, this is the walkway that everybody marches through
Okay.
to come in. So as you can see on the brickwork, there are 21 boot prints, and they're military boots, so they're very authentic.
And the significance of 21?
21 gun salute
Okay.
is usually performed at a funeral for a military person.
Mm-hmm.
And then the boot prints come down to be at attention, and then the sign at the bottom, it says "In honor of those who served and sacrificed."
Oh wow.
So that's the whole symbolism of you're walking in the footsteps of those that are on the monuments.
Okay.
And that we're here to honor.
Oh wow. No, thank you very much. And you also said that there was a local gentleman that helped put all of this together for us.
Yeah, Nature's Reflections redid the entire. Ben Floyd and his crew redid
Ben,
the entire. Yes. And Kyle Zink is a local gentleman that does painting, and he tirelessly did all of the boot prints.
Oh,
down.
It's very intricate.
Yeah,
yes,
it really truly is.
Oh, this is wonderful. Thank you so much, Dan, for this and taking the time to have this conversation with me in regards to our 100th year anniversary with the Legions, ways that we can support through the federal government in supporting our veterans, and about the sense of community that's here at the Memorial Park, and how we keep adding to things instead of sometimes having them taken away.
Absolutely. So. And I look at it as what we do is the easy part.
Yeah.
Our veterans have done the heavy lifting.
Exactly.
So we need to be there constantly to support those that have served, and those that the families of those that had sacrificed.
Well, thank you so much, Dan,
Thanks,
for
Jessica.
all this. I really appreciate
the time. Thank you.
Thank you.